Oh my gosh, come on in, fellow pop culture aficionado.
Or our moms.
Hi, moms. Enjoy us on the couples couch. We saved you a seat.
We're Tanner and KB Cunningham, a married couple who dish out hilarious banter and spark interesting conversation.
From the wild world of reality TV and the furthest reaches of the internet, we're here to unpack it all. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the fascinating intersectional world of pop culture. Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
How are you, my love?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so good. Thanks for calling me beautiful.
Of course.
I don't feel that beautiful this morning, but we are where we are.
We have traveled, and that's okay.
We've traveled, we've lived, and let me give you a little intro. Hi.
Hi, welcome to the Couples Couch podcast.
Where we podcast from our couch.
Where we literally podcast from our couch.
And we're all here this morning. We've got me, you, Brooksanne,
yep,
and our neighbors stomping with their feet above us.
Yeah, so if you hear that, that is our neighbors' lead feet above us.
I haven't looked up their MLS signing to know exactly their name, but
it's probably happening today.
It might happen. We'll see. Yeah. On our show, what we do is we like to just spill all about our latest obsessions.
Obsessions?
These are my obsessions.
It sounds like asbestos.
Asbestos.
Thank you. That's the word.
Nicki Minaj. Asbestos.
Asbestos.
You know that?
Obviously.
Yo, sushi roll, hotter than wasabi.
I love that you've continued over the sing-songy this new week.
Where we sing-song into the podcast and share all about our latest reality TV obsessions, headline stories, and our intersectional banter that goes from surface level to spicy to slightly political.
Yeah. And we are Tanner and KB Cunningham. I don't think we even gave you our names, but
yeah.
That is us. And we're an allegedly old married couple.
Allegedly old.
Not allegedly married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are just sharing with you what we typically do at home.
Yes. So we'll talk about what we watched last night, what we saw in the Daily Mail,
what we're cooking, what we're doing, and how we're living.
Yeah. So we hope that you stick around. We're really excited that you're here. And happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I say it with a question because you never know how to enter a Monday, you know?
Yeah.
It's always dicey. It could be good. It could not be good.
Can I ask you a question? It's
sure,
basically
Taylor.
just about Mondays, then, isn't it?
I ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's just about Mondays? I was singing, so I couldn't.
Has someone ever kissed you in a crowded room? I don't know if I want to be kissed in a crowded room on a Monday.
Definitely not.
I want to be at home on a Monday. All your friends are making fun of you because you weren't at home on your couch on a Monday.
With the couple's couch.
Huge
mistake.
And I'm a Taylor stan from the old country.
Yeah, that we also talk a lot about Taylor on here.
We talk a lot about Tay-Tay.
We have Tots, Taylor on tour updates.
Taylor on tour updates. I will, right now, it's giving you Taylor on nesting updates because she's supposedly at home. Taylor on tour will resume presumably in May, but you'll also be getting Taylor's music. Taylor music updates because April's coming.
Yeah. April's coming. But yeah, happy Monday, beautiful. How do you feel after our travel?
Honestly, it was a lot better time. Last time we were in LA, it was a struggle. This time, it was so much better. We got to see some people that we adore.
Yeah.
We got to have a blast, just like walking around. I know we'll get more into that and later today. But yeah, I had such a blast. Do you want to talk about our last day there?
Yeah, so if you're new here, we have spent a little over the last week in LA, basically, and we're back home. But our last day in Los Angeles, we actually went to Santa Monica.
We did.
And it was really beautiful. We went to the Bluffs. I think it was called,
we went to the Bluffs, yes.
And I met KB there.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was working, and so she was at a school that was very close by, and me and Brooks spent the morning doing things. We went to the gym, we worked out on the roof, we did all kinds of stuff, and then in the afternoon we came to Santa Monica to find you.
It was the best. It was so good to just have you at the end of a long week. I won't get into all my work things here because that's separate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so nice to do that. And then we took some cute pictures together. It started to rain. We hid out in the rain.
We did. We had
and
a
it was
hot
sweet.
Under a tree. But before that, you showed up to the wrong place is what I was alluding
to. Yeah, I did. I went to the wrong spot the first time. I sent Tanner exactly where to go. I was like, this place is beautiful. Go here.
I even tried to because I had time and she was busy doing stuff. So I was like, well, let me just look around and see what else we could find. So I found us a restaurant. I found like some additional places that we could go if we wanted to. And I was like, do you actually want to meet here? Because the place you sent me was not on the beach, but it was overlooking the beach.
Uh-huh.
And it was beautiful. And so I was like, do we actually want to be on the beach or no? Glad we didn't because we would have had no shelter, no coverage
Yeah.
from the rain. But it was light and it didn't last long.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I get there and we're on the phone. Her Uber drops her off and she's like, hey, are you here with all these kids? And I'm like, absolutely not. I'm like on a cliff. There is no one around me, just me and Brooks chilling on a cliff waiting for you. Where are you at? I mean, it was like in a neighborhood. It was really weird the way like the park was. But
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and so she was like, at the Palisades. And I was like, well, I'm at the Bluffs Palisades.
We
And we were like 7 minutes apart. So she had to hop back in an Uber and then she
mhm.
came to me.
I got back to you, but my goodness, yeah, I was so frustrated that I went to the wrong place. And one, like, thanks
Well,
for
after a
planning all
long
that.
day too.
Yeah, it was a long day and just like, like got up extra early and
Right.
just like lots to get done, lots to do. And so it was a long day. And then I went to the wrong place and I was like, oh no, Tanner's not here with all these children,
Mm-mm.
like just hanging out. Like I
Yeah.
was like, there's no way because
No.
it was like mom's club.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Just me and my baby Brooks.
And I literally just got done like talking trash, like about kids. And this guy, my Uber driver, drops me off with all
In
these
front of the
kids.
kids.
Yeah, because he's like, do y'all want kids? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But my gosh, kids are so much work. Like, mad
Yeah.
respect to all the parents,
Mad respect.
yada, yada. He was telling me about his like experience with kids. And then he drops me off in a park full of kids. So there was just a
He
lot
thought
of
it was
irony.
like really fitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like
This lady, LOL.
this Twitch.
This Twitch.
This Twitch.
But yeah. So you made it to me though. You
Mm-hmm.
left the children.
We left the children and then hung out for like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Not on purpose 45 minutes. It just took that long for our Uber to get there because it was
did.
raining. It was probably
It
like
was
an hour actually. We
It
were
was.
really cold actually at the end of it, but the pictures were stunning and the water honestly does me so much good.
Yeah, I know. To see the Pacific again was nice because we had seen it not since because we didn't see it the last time we were in LA, did we?
No, we didn't go. We
No.
only flew over it and it was like a
Oh, we
mess
did
and like
see it from the
earthquake
plane,
that day
sure.
and it was just a mess. It wasn't pretty.
It was not pretty, but this time, this trip was so much better. We loved the hotel so much. We are Marriott members or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and so we had a free night that we had to use, and we were going to end up switching from the hotel that we were staying in to go to a different hotel that was actually in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
And so instead of having to like pack up all our stuff and just go there for one night, we're like, no, we love this hotel so much. They had such a great perks program. So again,
Yeah.
shout out to Hotel La Perla or however you say
Hotel
it.
Hotel Perla. We don't know.
We don't know, but it's really good, really great. And I'm pretty sure we've tagged them and stuff. And so
Yeah,
if
we
not, we
have.
will again.
I
And
know, I'm like, sponsor me. I will come back to you anytime and make all the content you want. This last time I was working, but I can work for you.
I can work for you and make a lot more content. Yeah, truly. And so it was beautiful. So we ended
And
up
still
staying
do my
there,
other
and
job because I love it.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that we ended up doing that and just sticking around in that same spot, not having to pack up our stuff and move hotels was so great.
And that bathtub was just like dreamy.
The bathtub was a dream. Yeah.
If you didn't listen to last week's episode about the bathtub, it was a Victoria and Albert bathtub. And it had like this really beautiful gold fixtures with it. I may have taken a picture with it, I don't remember. And then we got like these wonderful bath bombs. It looked like, honestly, it looked like a galaxy.
It did.
And I love space, galaxy. What's your favorite planet?
Oh my gosh, I guess I have to say Earth since that's where I am.
That's so funny of you.
But in reality,
yeah.
I don't know. I've actually never given it much thought. Do you already have one at the ready?
Of course.
Okay, spill.
Okay, my favorite planet is like Jupiter. But I feel like, well, Jupiter has always been my favorite planet. She's like the biggest, she's a big gaseous bitch.
Literally me last night after having bubble guts from the plane. I'm Jupiter.
You are.
Isn't that a movie? No. I am something. I'm Roman. That's what I was thinking of.
I was thinking of a Hive Robot.
Maybe that's actually what it is. I don't watch a lot of movies. Clearly.
Yeah, no. No, I love Jupiter. And she just has like, she's so beautiful and there's so many colors and she has all these beautiful rings around her. You should know this. We both did solar system.
Okay, let's be honest. We did do solar systems, but I didn't do a lot of mine.
My mom did help me. Hi, moms. Hi, Cass.
Hi, moms.
Cass, you wouldn't remember this because you were like 1 year old. But in the 4th grade, we had to do solar system projects.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was fourth. Maybe we were older than
I was
that.
thinking we were older. We had to, yeah.
I don't know. I just remember you bringing in really nice projects. No, in the fourth grade, I think you did my old Kentucky home project, and all your stuff came from like Hobby Lobby and stuff. And I was like,
Obviously.
I drew my things on paper and said it was Kentucky Fried Chicken. And Tanner had a Kentucky Fried Pool model home inside his project.
I did. I don't remember that, but I'm sure I did.
It wasn't like the exact scene, but yes.
Because my group projects were always top tier.
You weren't even group. They were just individual.
They were group because my parents were helping me.
I'm like, I didn't do these with friends.
No, I did. My parents.
No, okay. But either way, 4th grade or 7th grade. I can't remember what grade it is. They all get mixed up. We went to one school for all of our years except for when we used to go across the street to Hillcrest.
Well, and like pre-K we didn't, but
yeah,
that's fine. But yeah, most of our whole life we went to the same school. But yeah, the solar system project was really top tier. I do remember that I made it out of foam. Me and my group, we made it out of foam and like cut it out and spray painted it. It actually hung in the science room for years.
Oh, I remember the rods. The rods were massive. You had the big, basically, what I was using to hold up my curtains before you moved in.
Yeah.
Wooden dowel rods.
Yeah. It was so top tier that it became a full installation in the science room. So me and the group really did the most on that project.
Yeah, and I remember the balls looking like they came from Sharper Image. Like the way the paint
Honestly,
was.
I'm wondering if we didn't just buy something now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Like, like we made some of it, but like some of them we might have bought. I don't remember.
Oh no, I wasn't assuming that. I was just saying the work was so well done.
The craftsmanship was so top
tier. The craftsmanship by the group was a top tier imagery.
The group really did the most. They put their whole foot into that project.
Yeah, good job, the group. My mom put her foot into it also, but she was putting her foot into it going to Walmart at 8 p.m. the night before the project was due, and like going.
But that's because of your poor planning.
Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Exactly. I informed the group weeks ahead of schedule that, hey gang, we have this coming up. Let's figure it out, folks. And they did.
I didn't have that much anxiety about school during those days.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was just like, it'll get done.
It'll happen. And it did.
It did. I'm not that person anymore.
No.
I would say now I'm like...
Well, your brain's fully formed.
My brain is fully formed. I understand what procrastination does to me and how it gives me the sweats. Yeah. Does procrastination give any of y'all the sweats? Please let us know.
Major anxiety, but that's probably just because we're both cancers.
Yeah. Speaking of, do you want to... Okay, real quick. And then I want to get into something. We were watching, as we were packing up all of our stuff from LA, we were watching the Beverly Hills Uncensored Uncut version again. And honestly, I was relating with Erica so much, and so were you. Right. And
it's because we're all three cancers.
We're all three just a big bunch of cancers.
Bunch of crabs, all of us. We're so crabby. We're in our own shells, and
we cutthroat quick.
Well, I will cut you with my claw. Be on.
Yeah. And then literally be like, I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't even recall.
I have no idea.
And if I do, it's because you were nasty to me first.
I'm never nasty first.
Agreed. I always need energy.
I do too.
If you want to be cool, I'll be cool. If you want to be not cool, I cannot be cool.
Right. I mean, E2 Brute.
The Ides of March. It's already passed. But
it already did, but I'm just saying, yeah, it's wild. I'm just saying, Erica.
I do think we relate to her because she is a cancer like us.
And I think she really does care.
Because people actually hate her.
I know, it's so wild to me.
Can't stomach her.
I love Erica Jane.
I know, me too, but people can't. And, I think that I agree with Ariana. The devil needs no more advocates. We don't have to disadvocate for her or unadvocate. What is that called?
Right. We don't have to. Erica will stand true. Also, people will watch this season and see that she was the highlight and the comedic relief.
I hope. And Merce in the purse. I still think about it daily.
And then Merce was at the reunion still. They were like, please grab Merce from the reunion. And Garcelle was like, my phone's underneath the plush. And then they were like, and Merce.
Yeah, I'm like, poor Merce. He needs
to rest.
He also needs to rest, but they should sprinkle some of his dust into those diamonds at this point because he needs to be on the diamonds. He's a storyline.
Yeah.
My uncle Merce Cunningham
I know.
is a storyline.
I'm like, get that check, Mercy. Lamborghini Mercy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's a good little recap of the extended. If you haven't seen it on Peacock, I guess it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't really know of anything else that was like extended or uncut that I thought was like
you
riveting.
could cuss on there without hearing the bleeps, which honestly is less harsh.
It doesn't hurt my ears.
A 4-letter word.
Yeah.
It's just an adjective.
Right.
Noun.
Time and place.
What are they? Adjective, nouns. Yeah. It's just like subject, verb. It could be anything. They're time and place words.
Right. And we always say that. Like, words are very much time and place. Like, there's a time and place for all of them.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not the time and place. Yeah. Most of
all
them.
All the cuss words.
Yeah. Most of them I say them.
Oh, yeah.
Time and place. Sure. Not all words. Some words, should never be brought out of the bucket.
I'm just saying words.
Sorry, I just realized what you were saying.
Yes, I wasn't saying cuss words. That's why I was like, "Whoa, let me recant." Like,
no,
not all
thank
words
you,
should be
thank you. I wasn't picking up what you were saying because I was hearing like something else, and Brooks is snoring over here. Yeah. There's like dolphins in my brain, and 17 things are happening, and I just picked up what you were putting down, and so I agree. Yes. Not all words should be used. However, all curse words are time and place words, in my opinion. No, and I do, and I've had conversations with a lot of people about that, about like, well, time and place, because like I don't want to be the person that says like you can't do this and I'm doing it. Speaking of time and place words, do you remember that substitute teacher that we had that when you assume you make an ass out of you and me? That one? Yeah. She literally got fired. I think about it all the time. No, that is my Roman Empire. This lady, I'm like, where is she now? Do we know what happened to her? She was in the blue classroom. That was when Miss... Oh, hold on. Redacted. But okay, and let's be careful. Let's not drop anyone's names. Yeah. We'll tread lightly. But we were, what do you remember what grade we were in? We were in 7th grade. Math plus U equals fun. We were in math. Okay. Math plus, if you know, you know. Math plus U equals fun. But we had a sub for that teacher, and they were talking, like, they were not giving us any math instruction that day, I don't think. No, right? She was giving us life advice. Like, she was literally on the couple's couch. She was podcasting. Who was this? What was that lady, Jessie, that was like, used to do, she was like a talk show host. Oh, Sally Jesse Raphael. What did she do? I don't know. Wasn't she a talk show host? Yeah, that's why I said Sally Jesse Raphael. Yeah, just Sally Jesse L. Yeah, she was like literally giving her. That was before my time. She was giving some Sally Jesse. Okay, fair. Or Ginny Jones. When I was a kid, I'd like to watch Ginny Jones. Ginny Jones may have been on. She was a Ginny. She was working on Jones. She was working on her Type 5. She was a podcaster. We don't actually know what her life story was, why she was subbing that day. No. But she wasn't happy to be there, and she was certainly not teaching math. No, she was not teaching math, and she was just telling us hot tips. Hot takes, hot tips. And one that she decided to write on the board. Hot tips from a 40-year-old. It's going to be us one day. The name of our second podcast. Catch me in 9 years. Yeah, literally. What did she say? What did she write on the board? I already forgot. Oh, she was like, math plus U equals fun. No, that's not. She was just, everyone knows this thing, but yeah, she was just like, whenever you assume, you know what happens? And we were like, no, what? So she literally writes assume on the board, and then underneath it, she writes, she says. No, she split up the words, like you would decode it. Oh, yeah, thank you. She decoded it. Like, she, so it'd be like, through the word. It would like ASS. Cut, slice. U, slice, M-E. Like I was getting a decodable phonics lesson. And then she took her laser pointer and said, you make an ass out of you and me. The laser pointer is false fiction. That is for the TV rights. It was an expo. That's for the TV rights for the story. That didn't happen. That's actually but she probably took her expo marker and pointed at it. Definitely. That was the budget version that we were in. And so we immediately ran and told the next teacher that we went to. Oh my gosh, I told everyone. Are you kidding me? And so then word got around, and we never saw her again. I used to have no loose lip. My lips, I feel like, used to be a lot looser. Oh yeah. Especially with drama. Now I'm like, you can tell me anything, and I'm a vault. No, truly, I've become like the vault for so many people, and I love being a vault because I'm like, I honestly just don't have the energy to go telling people stuff anymore. I'm just like, yeah, you can tell me. That's fair. I don't have the energy to tell people. That's fair. No, literally. But yeah, so we never heard from her again. No idea where she is. No idea her name. No idea. No clue how to even find her, actually. We did have a favorite sub, and I won't call out her name right now. Yeah. We'll call her Miss Sweet Feet. Is this the one with the glasses? The glasses. She's my inspiration. I know. She's Tanner's inspiration for dressing. One day when Tanner's wealthy, honestly, I think she's Stanley Tucci's inspiration too.
Truly.
Her glasses always match her outfit. And if you don't know, we love the Tooch in this house. It's not a I, it's a we.
And it was always like she would always do very monochromatic too. Like if she was in red, everything was red head to toe. And
if she was in pink, everything was pink head to toe. The glasses matched the outfits, and she was just a queen. And I thought she was like mean sometimes, but honestly, she
was right. Honestly, she was
right, and she held my feet to the fire, and she'd be like, "Now, Katie," and I'd be like,
"Well."
And then I go home and tell my mom, and she'd be like, well.
Well.
My mom was never the mom that sided with me over the teacher.
That's so good, though.
Yeah, it taught me a lot.
It made you a good teacher.
It did.
Yeah, but we love Stanley Tucci. We say all that to say, and shout out to Miss Sweetfeet.
Shout out to Miss Sweetfeet. We love you.
We love you.
Okay, so do you want to get back into it?
Yeah, we got really off track. Tangent.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, so our last day, we went to Santa Monica. We really loved that. We did tease last week that we were going to share travel tips and tricks. That never happened, so we're here to do that today.
We're here to do that now. And okay, so Tanner and I usually park at the airport. Last night we drove home.
Yeah.
I would say if you can afford to Uber back and forth to the airport, do it. Ideal. That is like travel tip number one.
Well, because honestly, if it's cost like comparatively,
if it's cost comparative with your mileage and
having to park there is not inexpensive. Having to tip the people that drop you off, like if you do a park and fly or
we tip there too, and we always like tipping cash there. And
right. So I'm like, what is it actually costing you, and is it worth you just being dropped directly off at your gate? Because let me tell you, that was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Except our drive home last night, our Uber did send us through the roof.
He was driving 90 down
or higher.
I don't even know what road we were on. I was going to say 470, but that's not true. But yeah, anyways, we were driving, and there was some construction, and he hit a bump. And our asses went airborne.
I know. It was like if we were in a car with no top, I was like, if we were in a Jeep, and didn't have the top on, we would have been sent.
Yeah, it was.
Send it!
We were fully sent. And we came back down. I smacked my teeth together. My teeth were fully shattered. Not actually.
I know. I'm like looking for.
And he was like so apologetic. And I was quick to forgive him. And looking back, I wish I wouldn't have been, because it was not nice the way that he was driving.
No, and then he almost sent us again. Yeah. Brooks jumped out of the air too. Like,
no, poor baby Brooks. Yeah, he's been asleep all day. He's just like
he's exhausted. Yeah, so we did that.
So if you can't afford to Uber, that would be our first tip. If it is
cost effective, if
it makes sense for you to do it cost wise.
Yeah,
and for us it did.
Yeah, it did. And okay, but like let's jump into like the packing piece. So we are actually, this is something that I introduced to you. Most things I feel like you introduced to me.
I agree.
But I introduced this to you, and this is on packing cubes.
Yeah, the packing cubes. I have the Bagall versions. Bagali. I don't know how you say Bagali. On Amazon, we got them. I don't think they're super expensive either.
I think we paid like $25 for them.
There's 4 cubes, and you can expand these. Mine are expandable. Your old version is not.
Yeah, mine are old. They're great, but they're old.
But they're older. Mine expand, which is nice too. And you can fit so many clothes in them, because before what we used to do, or if you want to save space, another hot tip is the magic bags.
Yes. Especially like when we do that at Christmas. So we usually Christmas at home with our families.
And so we're packing winter coats and heavier clothes.
And then like honestly we get like gifts and we're taking back gifts. Right. And it's like a lot to like do. And so we love our magic bags for space.
And those are like the vacuum sealed bags, if you don't know what a magic bag is. But it's like the vacuum sealed ones. And most hotels you stay in have a vacuum or something that you can use.
Like the hairdryer, I think.
Yeah, can use to pull the air back out if you want to repack them in your magic bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another hot tip. But the packing cubes are really, really great if you don't have that. And I know a lot of people have like the suitcases that have them like already in there. And I think those are great too. I just have never afforded one. You know, like I think they're really expensive. So I'm like, this is a cheaper alternative.
Yeah, no, I love a packing cube. And my first suitcase, like I didn't even have like it was only like one-sided.
Yeah.
And like it was like a two-wheeler. A two-wheel like...
Two-wheel Lucille.
Yeah, you weren't really
I hate two-wheel Lucille. I know exactly what you're talking about. Not the 4-spinners.
And you're
those should also be banned.
I know. So, first of all, go to a 4-spinner.
I'm like, I remember the very first time that I traveled with a two-wheel Lucille bag like that. because because I used my dad's old luggage from like the 70s, and
Chic.
I thought the Lord isn't in this. This isn't good for me. Like, this isn't great. So the next time I traveled, like, I convinced my parents to get me different luggage.
Oh, of course you
And
did.
I got the 4-wheel spinner, and I've never looked back.
And well, they never looked back either, because then they got some 4-wheel spinners.
Right,
and
agreed.
all of you all have like beautiful little luggage that
So
matches
if you're still
almost.
with the 2-wheel Lucille,
Mhm.
we see you, and you're really doing a
You're
lot.
committed to the work.
That's core work. That is arm work. That is a lot of weight.
We're guessing that you CrossFit.
Oh, they definitely CrossFit.
They're CrossFitters.
Yeah, they're probably throwing it over their heads.
They're like, forget these 2 wheels, because one of the wheels doesn't work.
Right.
Like, no, seriously.
Yeah.
Yes. So we love our packing cubes. Always stuck with packing cubes. And then you know like where all your stuff is. And you're like, okay, all my socks and underwear are here. All
Right.
my things are here. The other thing
Yes.
that we've been doing actually is packing our hanging clothes like business people.
Right. I got some suits back in the day from Brooks Brothers. And so they came with these like beautiful garment bags that I still use to this day. And they zip up. They're super nice. And that's what we use. So we just like keep all of our hanging clothes on hangers and put them in these garment bags. That's also really great.
It is great.
And I bet you can get some on Amazon. We need to look and see, because there's one that we have. It's starting to get a little wonky with the zipper.
Yes. No, we love hanging our stuff in garment bags, and then like it's so easy to like take your stuff off and like throw it in the dirty clothes and keep all that dirty stuff with dirty and all the clean stuff with clean.
With the clean.
Yeah, and so yes, we love our packing cubes. I would say the other thing that's changed our life is because Taylor and I, if you're not, these are for all my friends with families out there, because most of my friends
with families, I love
friends with families, because they have to pack a lot of stuff.
So many items.
And we just like to pack a lot of stuff.
Right. We pack like we are traveling with family of 4.
Yes.
It's just us.
It's just us.
And
we just have lots of things. But packing with Brooks is a lot.
Well, we fully pack our pillows. But we pack a lot. We pack way too much.
We pack way too much. And we also pack. So if you're like a packer that likes to pack and have all their things with them, you need to get like a suitcase scale.
Yes.
And all you have to do is like clip it onto the handle. And then like you pick it up and you can see how much it weighs. And then you're not wondering, how much is this? How much is this? And then you're not like getting on your scale at home, weighing yourself and going, fabulous, it's the end of the day. It's exactly the number I wanted to see. And then you pick up your suitcase and you're like, wow, we're here.
I just had such a funny recollection from the trip. Do you remember whenever you know where I'm going with this? We've been feeding Brooks and new food, so he's been losing weight, and he's been just like traveling and walking, and he's been looking so skinny. And so we're like, I want to weigh him and see if he's lost any weight. So in our hotel, we're like, what could we weigh him in? What could we weigh him in?
We're like, how are we going to weigh him?
So we're like, oh, we'll use the bag scale that we brought. That will tell us how much he weighs. Now, what should we put him in to weigh it? We see this trash can. This trash can is pretty big. It looks like a bucket, honestly. It's not as big as a 5-gallon bucket. There was also a lady with a 5-gallon bucket on the tram last night.
That was so weird.
At Denver, and I was very concerned about
like,
that.
How did you get
traveling with a 5-gallon bucket, and what's in it?
Like, did you have to put like how did you store that on the plane?
Right, because it's not going under the seat.
No.
She probably just had it in between her legs, I guess, but that seems unsafe.
No, you're not allowed to have stuff in between your legs.
Right,
like
that's
that.
why I'm like, I don't think that would fly like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what she was doing or how she did that. But anyways, tangent, getting back on track. So we see a bucket. Well, it's a trash can, but it has a handle and it's kind of large. We'll post a picture of it below because we did put Brooks in it to try to weigh him. It was a little unstable. And then it came to us, oh, he traveled here in a bag. We could literally put him back in his travel bag and then weigh the bag with him.
Yeah, we were dumb.
Yeah, we were dumb. But he did lose a pound. All that to say.
I know. I was trying not to interrupt you. Brooks lost a pound, but we were dumb.
Dumb.
Like, we thought, we were like, we're going to put him in here. Brooks hated it. Immediately jumped out of it onto the bed.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, this is so
terrified.
dumb. He's like, I don't like you. This is not comfortable. This is cold. And then we put him in his bag, and he was also unhappy, but he was fine with it. So, yeah. It's how we weighed Brooks. He's lost a pound on his adult Purina One Pro weight loss food.
Formula. And the little bag scale that we use is also a Bag-Ollie one, and it's great. And got it from Amazon. So again, shout out. If you don't want to have to weigh yourself and then do math and have to weigh your bag like we used to before, get a bag luggage scale.
Yeah, get a little luggage scale. It's going to be great. We will link one for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I love that.
And then,
Those are really good hot tips. Do we have any more? Is that it?
We actually do.
Oh, good. Let's hear them.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the other one, and the last one will be about the flights.
Okay, perfect.
I'll share like how to like save money on flights last.
Oh, I love that. That's such a good one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the other
Teaser.
thing is we actually pack. We try and save money,
Uh-huh.
and that's by packing little snacks with us. And people are like, "Yeah, you can pack it in your truck bag," but no, people don't realize. What I really want to share is like packing. I always pack a little like sandwich peanut butter stuff with us.
Yeah, a little something.
Because like, what if we get hungry? Airport food can be really expensive.
Yeah.
And like, also like, I just like to have a little snack with me hanging around. So like,
Definitely.
sometimes like if we don't have granola bars, I'm not going out to buy them before we leave. But I do usually have like bread and peanut butter. So we always pack that with us.
Mm-hmm.
And sandwich bags. That way we can always have stuff. But you can pack stuff in your carry-on. People don't realize that.
Or your
backpack. Yeah. So like we actually made a bunch of muffins before we left. And we packed cuties.
Banana muffins.
Yes, we made some homemade banana muffins. We packed cuties, chips, like all that stuff. You all can pack.
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as it's not liquid. That's like the only caveat. If it's a liquid, like you can't be bringing a soup. If you want a soup and sandwich, sorry, you're going to have to buy your soup at the airport.
Yes.
However,
you can bring your turkey sandwich, put it in a plastic container and just shove it through. If you have pre-check, then you should be fine. Right. If you don't have pre-check, you're going to need to like just pull that food out. And then
I didn't think about the pre-check of it all because we do have pre-check, but yeah.
No, but I've done it not pre-check and it was
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and if you go to Denver International Airport, go to the Delta side because they're doing things differently over there. Or the security over there.
Yeah, security, so West better. Security. We're usually North Security Checkpoint.
Which they're working on.
It's like in full mess.
Yeah, they're going to do, I think it's going to look like the new one that we went to.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's like the Jetsons.
Yeah.
They give you the little things that you have to put your luggage in, like the little
like
containers,
the bins.
Bins. They just shoot them out of like, I don't even know. You like hear air compression. It's like, and then you see a little bin up here, and then you take it, and then
another one appears, and it's like spot on for like you taking all your stuff off, and it's like really nice.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And by like taking all our stuff off, we just mean like our jackets and like getting Brooks out of the bag because Brooks always travels with us. He goes through security. Brooks, honestly, you should go before me one day and just like video us from the other side of us going through security.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's just so many other people around, so it'd have to be like an empty day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like go through security with Brooks. He goes through the metal detectors just like us. And it's fun.
Today was the busiest travel day because of spring break travel. And I've seen so many people on spring break, like in Florida and stuff. The kids are wilding out down there.
Have a blast. Scary.
Yeah. So
be careful. Partying's not the same as it used to be, kids.
Truly. Just share your last hot tip because this one is sizzling.
My last hot tip is once you go in after you book your flight.
Right. So if you're traveling, you've booked your flight. Now, do you know if this works with other places, or is this specific to where you fly Southwest? So is this specific to Southwest?
Well, I don't think it's specific to Southwest, but it's something that we always try and do is that we go in to see if the flights are cheaper after we book.
Yeah.
So post-booking, what you do is you book and I always try and get like the best flight possible. Like I'll wait to book. But like flights do change, and sometimes it changes by like $2 and sometimes it changes by like $50. Sometimes it's $100. Like it's like the flights really fluctuate.
They really do.
So if you go back into your app and hit change my flight, you can literally look and the flight will be like $37 cheaper sometimes, the same flight. And then you can add those back to your funds or reimburse like your travel fees. That didn't happen for this last time.
Yeah, no.
But
it has before, and like you've gotten significant amount back. And what do you mean? Like explain more. Like you'll just get like a flight credit, so like you can use that for future flights. Or what else did you?
I think it can be like refunded back to the card, but
okay.
I've always just used it towards like credit,
like $60 or something
on yours when we were booking your flight to go to Kentucky once.
Yeah,
it like we got money back and it was wild.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, now we can use this for something future. So go back in, and
check
see.
Your flight.
It doesn't happen every time. We're not super diligent about it. But we were able to get money back on Tanner's flight this last time, and we booked it with points, so we got like 5,000 points back.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Like that 5,000 points turns into another flight.
It'll be used for a flight.
It's like probably the equivalent of like $60-$70 because we book most of our stuff for you on points that we get the points back.
So it's like a little work, but definitely worth it. Like,
yeah.
Especially if you like want a budget, and even if not, like you should want flight credits.
Right. You should want your flight credit. Get your points back.
Get your points back.
Because honestly, like if you're not traveling, like last tip is like start looking around about traveling for points, looking at rewards programs. Like I know people do their rewards programs for their foods and they think about it in that way. But like people, like we are other, like Tanner shared with you earlier, like we're part of a Marriott program.
Yeah.
We stayed for that second night for free. Like the night that we wanted to stay. Yeah. And that's like, you're not maximizing, if you're traveling and you're not maximizing rewards programs, or if you want to travel and you're like, I'm not sure I'm going to afford this, start looking at like rewards travel and different ways that you can sign up for programs. It doesn't all have to be credit cards.
Yeah. And that's such a good point too, because that's literally how wealthy people travel. I was talking to someone this week. Someone was telling me that like that's how wealthy people travel is like on their points. It was actually our friend at the pool. They were talking about like they just use their points and their credit cards and then they just pay them off and like of course, like so yes, let's get in that mindset. Let's all start using our points.
Pay down your credit cards, use your points, do the right things, enjoy it.
Love it.
We're all working on better financial management.
We're a financial health podcast now.
We're financial health. We're trying to take our own advice, but yeah, go in and look at the same day changes, but also look at different rewards perks programs. We love flying Southwest because of the potential like opportunities for points earnings, the way we can share points passes, and the companion pass of it. It's so nice, and we hate paying for bags. We've already shared that with you.
Right, that's like our main takeaway.
But we love Marriott because they have a very nice like rewards points program, and then like Uber, you can put your,
that's another hot tip. Tell them
if you're traveling and you like use your Uber account, you need to make sure it's connected to your Marriott or your other points. At the bottom of the app, it'll tell you all about different like rewards and offers. You all need to be taking advantage of that. Like I think Uber's like a point for every $1 goes back to your Marriott points, which you need like at least 15,000 points to do like just some like very chill stay at like a Residence Inn, like Courtyard Inn. You need like at least like 15,000 points for that. You can like start earning those easily. Things add up.
They really do, especially if you're Ubering a lot. Like make sure that you're connecting all of that to your other rewards programs so you're paying yourself to travel.
Yeah, pay yourself to travel.
That's what you should do. Pay yourself to travel.
That's basically what we try and do. When we're traveling, it's like because we've really thought about it smartly.
Or for like almost free most of the time.
And sometimes we've just been really gifted.
Sometimes we are. Yeah, I was going to say we get like a great gift or like it's a Christmas or like we'll be extravagant with ourselves. But like that's.
Yes, we've been gifted things. People have been extravagant with us and we also are extravagant with ourselves. But we try and do extra things around using our points. So be smart. Look up your points programs.
Yeah.
Is that all, really?
I really think that's all. We gave a lot of hot tips. We gave a full update on our LA travel. We went down so many rabbit holes.
And we talked about math plus U equals fun.
We already forgot about it. I literally blank out after this is over. But I like Men in Black myself. So.
We are the Men in Black. Okay, last thought. Does anybody else remember Will Smith's 2000s performance?
Cowboy? Or what is that one? Rodeo? No.
I don't even remember
what. Do you know what I'm welcome to? What is that one? You're thinking he was like a cowboy? I love that one.
Welcome to Miami.
Is that it? I'm gonna have to do some research.
Oh, the Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
Wow.
I was like, I know it's not.
Wow, wow,
that song I loved, and that video I loved. I loved it all.
Oh, I know why you loved it. Was it like Penelope Cruz in it or like Selma Hayek?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Some beautiful lady.
It was like
a cow lady.
Cow lady.
The cow woman.
I can't remember. I was thinking of his New Year's Eve performance. I remember being in my grandma's living room watching it, and I think it was like a green screen on the back. Like it said like 2000 Y2K bug. Everybody was nervous.
Terrified. I have a story for Off the Pod about that.
Okay, Off the Pod.
Patreon.
Yes. The Patreon we don't have, but let us know if you listen.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for listening to the Couples Cat podcast, where we share with you all about our stories, our lives, and honestly, today you got all of your travel tips.
You got all the tips.
Don't be afraid to like and share our podcast. Please put us in your stories. Let other people know you're listening. Rate our show with a 5-star review. You have feedback? DM us. We like it. Sometimes. Yes. But yeah, no, we listen to it all, and we thank you all for your time today. Talk to you later. Bye.
Love you. Bye.